Back so soon. It must have been worse than I had thought.
Hello, Dreadwolf.
Ah, but perhaps I am mistaken. You may be here to correct me, to tell me that my concerns were unfounded. I am, after all, remembered as the god of lies, treachery, and rebellion.
Depending on the story.
And what story shall we tell now?
I need to know what the gods are planning.
You are asking for knowledge no mortal in this world is privy to. If I am to share it with you, I need to know what makes you the right person to lead the fight against Algernon and Gillenane.
I'm not in charge of everyone. I'm just leading my little team until Varric is back on his feet.
I understand your fear. Declare yourself the leader, and others may think you power-hungry, no better than those you oppose.
I didn't say I was afraid. Back in the Crows, I had to deal with the Antam invasion. One night, I saw a unit getting ready to transport prisoners to another city. It was way too large for us to hit.
But you did so anyway, using unconventional tactics to confuse the Antam and free the prisoners.
How'd you know that?
You helped Varric pursue me for the better part of a year. It would have been foolish not to learn about who was hunting me.
Then you know I'm not interested in a fancy title. But when something needs doing, I do it.
I suppose I was not so different when I started.
Started what?
My rebellion against the Evanuris. The elven gods, as you call them. They wish to reclaim their dominion over this world. To accomplish that, they will need two things. First, the Blight. What exists in this world is a bare fragment of its power. The rest is imprisoned, until they release it.
I don't understand. Elganon and Gillenane were elves like you, right? Why would they want to blight the world?
It is my fault. As the Dread Wolf, I was a thorn in their side. When my efforts weakened their grasp on the elven people, they grew frustrated, then desperate.
And turned to the Blight.
Once the corruption took hold of them, they were blind to its horror. It was just another source of power for them. Now they would blight the world without hesitation, and call us backward and foolish for opposing them.
The rest of the Blight is imprisoned? There's more than what's in the world already?
Yes. Centuries ago, the Magisters of Tevinter opened my prison. A tiny fragment of the Blight escaped. That fragment grew beneath the earth, and led to the Blights that have swept across the world. However terrible the Blight is now, it is a mere fraction of what we will see if its full power is unleashed.
The Blight didn't escape with the gods?
Elganon and Gillenane escaped largely empty-handed, fortunately. Most of the Blight is still trapped in the prison I created ages ago.
So what we saw at that village, that's them not at full strength?
Correct.
What would they need to do to free the Blight? And how do we stop them from doing it?
They will need to pierce the veil to reach the Blight's prison. My Lyrium dagger is one of the few artifacts capable of doing so.
We've already recovered it from the ritual site.
Excellent. Then they will have to make their own. That will give you time.
You said the gods needed two things, and the Blight is the first. What's the second?
Followers. They have called themselves gods. And what is a god without worshippers to sing their praises?
You think they want the elves back? I don't think the elven people will bend a knee to blighted murderous monsters.
Agreed. Elganon and Gillenane care little for the elves. They will find worshippers among those hungry for power. Tyrants and bullies. The cruel and the corrupt, who fear their own vulnerability and seize any chance to feel strong. If you hunt them, they will lead you to Elganon and Gillenane.
You want me to pick fights with tyrants and bullies? Sounds fun.
I gave no orders. All I offer are suggestions.
I'm on it. What else?
The Veravas, the lighthouse Soluvian, can take you anywhere, if you master its secrets. Have you done so?
Not yet, but we've got one of the Veil Jumpers working on it. She'll get it sorted, and we'll see how it goes.
Yes, I suppose we will. And when you speak with Varric, please tell him that I regret what happened.
Так, ну что ж, друзья мои, теперь у нас есть своя личная комната с гардеробом. И с таким вот чудесным аквариумом. Прям как будто мы сейчас на корабле N7. Так, ну давайте воспользуемся им, гардеробчиком. Посмотрим, что у нас тут есть интересного. Во-первых, нужно бы поменять внешний вид этого доспеха на что-нибудь более приятное на глаз, да? А пусть будет такой. Сохраняем изменения. Давайте теперь, может, сабельки поменяем внешний вид. Хотя тут вариантов у нас немного. Да, пусть будет как было. Пойдет. Ну и, наверное, все. Здесь нам больше делать нефиг. Погнали, теперь побеседуем с Вариком. Послушаем, что он нам скажет.
So Solus told the truth about the gods.
You heard? It's bad, Varric. If you'd seen Demeter's crossing.
The team needs to act fast. And it can't do that with me leading from a bed. You've got to take point on this.
I can't do what you do. I've barely been holding it together in the short time you've been out.
You don't need to do what I do. You just need to get it done. Rook, when I put this team together, what did I look for? A detective to find the Dreadwolf, and a scout to get us the lay of the land. Exactly the people he'd expect me to recruit. Disciplined, predictable. And then there's you. Remember when we first met, kid? I watched you pick apart an entire Antom patrol in Treviso. They outnumbered you 20 to 1.
They were overconfident. I took advantage.
Which no one else did. Crows didn't appreciate the heat it brought down, but you've got a knack, kid.
For what?
Finding a way through the wildest shit I've ever seen. With a plan that no one expects. On the best day of his life, Solus wouldn't see you coming, Rook. And don't worry. I'll still be here to talk if you need me.
There is something. Did Nev tell you about me talking to Solus in the Fade?
I had some good arguments with Chuckles back in the day. I can't imagine being stuck with him in my head. But how are you feeling about it?
It doesn't matter how I feel about it. We can't stop the gods without what he knows.
And there you go. You don't have to love him to deal with him.
He also asked me to tell you that he regrets what happened. Hurting you, I mean.
Chuckles is sentimental. He could burn the world down, and the thing that would make him cry is a single flower with blackened petals.
I'll let you get some rest.
You're gonna be fine, Rook. Hey, one last thing before you go. I've been racking my brain thinking of contacts who might help us with these gods.
You got any ideas?
Nothing. But being a leader isn't about having all the answers yourself. It's about knowing who does. Nev has connections to a whole world that Harding and I barely know. Might be worth talking to her.
Will do. Thanks, Varric.
Anytime.
Так, теперь давайте ознакомимся с картой, посмотрим, с кем еще можем побеседовать. Сейчас. Так, здесь у нас Белара чинит зеркало. Здесь у нас Нев, как раз-таки. Нужно ее навестить. Ну и Хардинг тоже сейчас наведаем. Так, погнали сначала к Хардинг. Побеседуем с ней, что с ней произошло. Когда она лиремную кинжал подобрала, может, узнаем.
Toldar, It's a tunal. Veilguard. Velos Atreitum. But Velos Atreitum is nothing like Isatunal.
Isatunal. I remember. After you touched the dagger, the prayer, the proclamation, Isatunal. What exactly are you proclaiming?
They don't remember. No one remembers. We don't even know what we lost.
Harding? Are you in there?
I'm sorry, what?
What does Isatunal actually mean?
Isatunal is an affirmation, a statement of existence, of being. It means, I am here. But no, not I. I is singular, but it isn't. We either. We is multiple, but also separate.
What?
Isatunal is the eternal hymn that encompasses all time. All spaces. I am, we are, this and that, here, there, now, and forever.
Okay, whatever works for you.
Words aren't enough. It's hard to put into words something you just feel. I'm certain Isatunal describes how we, the dwarves, once were. But none of the books say anything about it. None of the histories are right. If we forgot something so important, what else did we forget?
I don't know.
I'm sorry. I don't expect you to have an answer. Thanks for letting me babble, by the way.
Anytime. That's what I'm here for.
Хардинг одобряет. Замечательно. Теперь очередь Нев.
Hey, Nev. Hi, Wisps.
Yeah, they're still here, but you're here for leads. You want allies to go after the gods? I've got places to look, if we can get anywhere but Arlathan.
Valara's working on it. What have you got?
Let's start with the angles we know. The gods are corrupt magic personified. Who do we hire to fight that? First, the Antivan Crows. We've got you. But if one assassin's good...
Why not two? You have someone in mind?
Your most feared mage killer, the demon of Virantium.
I've heard stories about him. We need someone good, but he needs to work with us.
It's one lead. We'll learn more if we meet him. The demon got his nickname taking out blood mages and Venatori. There's been fewer stories in recent years, but your bosses would know.
The Talons? They're gonna give me an earful.
If you want to look elsewhere.
I'll set up a meeting. What else?
A trip home.
Back to Minrathous.
Capital city and heart of Tevinter. An empire of mages that knows a thing or two about corrupt magic.
Tevinter authority.
Won't help and can't be trusted, which is why we talk to the Shadow Dragons. They're a resistance group that fights slavers, blood magic, and imperial corruption. They've got eyes and ears everywhere, including mine. If the gods enter the Empire, we might get something. Besides, I owe them an update.
Are they all mages?
Tevinter might prize its mages, but the Shadows accept anyone. We've all got a stake in the cause.
These people sound great. I mean, if they're anything like you.
No one's as good as they seem. But they try.
So we talk to the Crows in Antiva and the Shadow Dragons in Minrathous.
I wouldn't mind checking in on my neighborhood either. If Balara's ready for us.
Yeah. Should check how things are going.
Almost there. I just have to... Shit! Sorry.
Can I help?
No, I've got it. Mostly, Mirrors are funny things, aren't they? Reflections. They distort reality, no matter what you try. And there's the trick. Control that distortion. There you have it.
What is that place?
If I had to guess, it's the Fade. Another part of it, I mean.
Didn't Morrigan say this Alluvian could go anywhere? Didn't think that meant elsewhere in the Fade.
She called it the Vir of Us, freedom of ways. I wonder...
If you have an idea what that place is, Balara, share it. We don't have time to waste.
Some of the older texts talk about a place in the Fade where all the Alluvians meet. A crossroads where you could travel across all of Thedas in just minutes.
Right. We saw something similar when we were chasing Solus. I wonder if it's the same.
It is alike, and it is not.
Who are you? And how did you get here?
The Wolf's Fang. You carry it now. Old paths. A new journey. Through there. I will wait.
Well, can't tell if that's a trap or not. But we're short on options. One way to find out.
And it didn't feel dangerous, you know? Almost more... sad.
We have no idea what or who they are, so let's be careful. We need to be ready for anything.
And we still don't know what this Alluvian's gonna do. One of us should probably stay behind in case it closes.
Good point.
Just tell us when you're ready to go, Rook, and then we can figure out what's going on.
Так, а чё тянуть-то? Сразу погнали. Так, изменить состав отряда. Я думаю, Белара нам пригодится в первую очередь. Ну и Неф.
Hello again. Who are you?
A caretaker. I go where I am needed, Dweller. Now, I am here.
And where is here?
The crossroads.
Oh, the crossroads. Right. Of course.
The Evenurus hunger for the crossroads. Their influence is spreading. Blight, death, madness. They send their minions to claim this place. The crossroads is in a time of need, Dweller. I cannot protect you.
You don't have to. If you're standing against the gods, then consider us reinforcements.
Ну что, погнали исследовать этот перекресток. Живописно здесь, конечно. Спору нет. Так, маркер нам показывает, что нам в эту сторону сейчас нужно двигать, ребят. Остальные пути будем исследовать по мере их открытия.
Yeah, this dog seems sturdy. So, you can ferry us to the other islands?
Winds await, Dweller.
I'll take that as a yes.
Ну, поплыли.
To other shores. The spirits here were driven out, refugees now from the gods' minions. I have summoned the guardians of the crossroads to protect them. Beware. The guardians repel all interlopers.
Which means us, too.
Ну, здорово. Думаю, проблем с ними не должно быть, с этими стражами.
The Fater. That's where they're breaking through.
Guess we can thank the gods for that.
Так, здесь уже какой-то движ у нас.
Fight on for your master. We are unstoppable. Fight on for the gods.
Воу-воу-воу! Полегче! Так, чё, это все были, да? Мы справились, ребят. Так, кстати говоря, вот там вот я видел кувшинчик с зельем. Давайте-ка его дернем как раз, чтобы здоровье пополнить. Так, ну и давайте осматриваться здесь. Я так понимаю, что это очень большая территория. Кстати, перед тем, как карту открыть, очки навыков доступны у Белара у нас. Давайте посмотрим, что здесь есть полезного. Так, отлично. Автоматически будет срабатывать способность к регенерации. Это полезный навык. Так, ухардинг. Ну, хардинг мы пока использовать не будем. Когда возьмем в отряд, тогда уже раскидаем яички навыков. А, блин, карту же хотел посмотреть. Так, ну открытой области, конечно, никакой сейчас нет. Но уверен, что карта на перекрестке должна быть просто колоссального размера.
What's this? It looks like an entryway.
Какой-то проход. Ну давайте посмотрим, что здесь. Уж больно интересно.
What's going on here?
That poor spirit's being held prisoner.
You're awake. How's your head? The guards really knocked you about.
Well, it's...
Do you remember our mission? Gillinane's lab. The wolf sent us to infiltrate her testing grounds. Things didn't go perfectly to plan, but the wolf smuggled in help. A key. If you can fight, grab the key and we'll run for it. Just be ready for whatever the witch has in store.
It's like all she sees is another ancient elf. One of Solus's agents? This is a memory.
Ah, freedom. We'll move faster if we split up. See you ahead.
Так, интересненько. Получается, мы попали в воспоминания Солоса каким-то образом.
Blight. Be careful.
Is it real?
These are more than just memories. Fight!
Опачки! Ой, что-то взрывается.
So Gillenane was experimenting with Blight and Darkspawn. The Blight infested her lab. If it's a memory, let's go with it. We need to find our way out before Gillenane finds us.
Так, ну здесь вроде ничего интересного не пропускаем в этой комнатке. Двигаем дальше. Интересно, куда эти воспоминания нас приведут. Так, стопы. Что здесь? Мать Гал. Памятная вещь к силе смотрителя. 100 очков получили.
Wolf, you came for us. Your key was enough.
This unnatural corruption demanded my personal attention. It is strong. It has already blocked the escape route I had planned. We will need another way to the surface.
Let's all split up and find it.
I will destroy what corruption I can. You must cut through these monstrosities before Gillenane unleashes something worse.
Solus sounded rattled.
He was spooked. By the blight, I mean.
Прикольно. Солос молодой, еще с волосами.
You see boundless creation and choose to destroy it? Learn respect for the life that will succeed you.
She's using the testing grounds against us.
Так, понятненько. Значит, нужно рычажок этот подвигать, чтобы... Ага, вот, здесь вот сколько скверны. Безделушка для Хардинг. Да, пусть будет у нее висеть. Вроде бы эффект полезный. Так, что там? Что-нибудь полезное произошло или нет? Здесь еще где-то скверна должна быть, по идее. А, вон, на потолке. Так, давайте-ка эту комнатку еще раз осмотрим. Не, здесь вроде нифига нету. Значит, нам сюда.
Time to go.
Free and faster than anticipated. Perhaps you and your allies warrant more study.
We've got company.
Ай-яй-яй.
I think we broke through to Gillenane's prize specimens.
Brooke, think of the darkspawn we face compared to these. What if...
Maybe the darkspawn we've been seeing aren't new. Maybe they're old.
То есть, получается, порождения тьмы выглядят так. Потому что они не новые, а древние.
Here, the blessing you denied.
Oh, help me! Ah!
Damn. Gillenane got her.
My blood! I'm burning up!
Look out!
Да ну блин, да сколько можно?
You would unleash a blight on this world and call it a masterwork! You, who were the most sensitive of us!
All that I am belongs to the pursuit of creation. You chose to constrain yourself. I must climb to the heights only understood by gods. I go now to join them.
Wolf, you are greater than any of them. Please, help me.
He's too afraid of the Blight to do anything but end her pain.
I am so sorry I failed you. There is only one way I can help you now.
Wolf.
This place and the corruption within it must be eradicated. No trace can be allowed to spread. Go. Your work here is done. There is no need for you to witness what I must do.
It's over. Solus destroyed the lab, the Blight that was here, and his agent.
I'm sure he sees some greater good. The people in his way to get there, not as much.
This fragment might tell us more.
Так, какой-то лук, который уже используется. Видимо, это просто мы улучшили наш лук. Был обычный, стал необычный. Так, и чё, куда это мы вышли? Видимо... я, кажется, понял, куда мы вышли. На перекресток, совсем другой стороне, правда. Давайте здесь осматриваться. Так, кто? Откуда вы здесь нарисовались? Так, и что нам с этим делать? Ага, видимо, мы так просто не пройдем, ребят. Туда вон, за те вон корни. Нам нужно еще с другой стороны найти. Вон, стоит уже, вижу, этот луч. Значит, нам нужно было обязательно проходить эту пещеру с воспоминаниями, так или иначе. Так, давайте посмотрим, что здесь. Ворота, небось, закрыты, да. Заперто с другой стороны. Здесь у нас что? Еще какое-то место, которое можно исследовать или нельзя? Фиг его знает. Ладно, там, похоже, ворота тоже закрыты. Не будем тратить время на осмотр закрытых ворот. Давайте сразу к следующему лучу попробуем подняться. Я даже, наверное, пробовать не буду подходить сюда. Потому что явно нам нужно еще второй луч направить.
The Guardians can't hold them off for long.
Доспех для Хардинг. А для нас что-нибудь будет? Надеюсь, да.
Is there something inside it?
Так, а как это разбить? Видимо, пока никак. А, вон. Кишка тянется куда-то.
An altar to a wolf. Bet I know who that's for.
Волки Фенхарела всегда смотрят в сторону своего сокровища. Так, ну а мы, друзья, кажется, как раз-таки это сокровище уже в воспоминании добыли или нет? А, вот оно, сокровище. Ну, будем знать, если такие статуи еще увидим, на что обращать внимание. Так, и чё? Сердце Андрасты, амулет. Все, теперь у нас и амулетик есть. Что, конечно, не может не радовать. Что это там внизу происходит? Что-то не обратил внимания. Какой-то махач. Непонятно, правда, как к ним спуститься. Ну ладно, потом как-нибудь это выясним.
The gods' blight and blood magic has sealed the way. Only their champion may open it.
A champion?
It dwells on this island. Challenge the champion and claim its essence. This path will open to you.
Ну, начинается, блин. Так, ну, видимо, как раз-таки... Что за звуки? Видимо, как раз-таки мы эту сейчас хрень не сможем разбить. И, видимо, там какой-то мини-босс сидит. Чью сущность нужно забрать. Да не кричите вы. Сирен перекованный. Здесь у нас прятался. Да угомонись ты уже, а. Короче, получай. Фига. Противник, конечно, не слабый. Так, ладно, все, шутки закончились. Да хорош уже. Что с блокированиями происходит? Наконец-то, блин.
Whatever that creature left might be handy for us. Beat the odds there.
That's the essence we need. It's cold. Oh, hope I don't have to carry it for too long.
Смотрите-ка. Мечик здесь у нас припрятали. Отлично. Так, давайте-ка здесь, наверное, пробежимся. Здесь как раз-таки был короткий путь. Можно здесь будет сейчас спрыгнуть. Так, ну и все. Теперь можно открыть этот путь и пройти к зеркалам.
Never seen so many Alluvians in one place. Where do they all go?
Time to find out.
Так, нужно найти элювиан, который ведет к драконам тени или к убийцам, к ассасинам. Так, ну, наверное, предлагаю начать с ассасинов. Да, это однозначно Тревизо, ребята. А здесь что у нас? Так, ну это, видимо, как раз-таки к драконам тени проход у нас, в общем, либо туда, либо сюда. Но предлагаю тогда начать с ночного Тревизо, друзья мои. Погнали сюда. Так, ну состав отряда... нам нужно найти еще одного члена отряда, то есть мы можем взять только одного сейчас с собой спутника. Ну, хорошо. Начинаем тогда.